Welcome back, campers. As promised, the next video, frog in me throat. It's been a long day. In fact, it's getting a bit dark now, so we'll try and get through this before the light closes down on us. Autosleeper Amethyst, very desirable model. Transit smiley front, 2.5 diesel. We've got the fiberglass monocoque one-piece, which Autosleeper are renowned for, on the back, and we've got the side dinette with 2 forward-facing seat belts. I actually sold this to the last owner 7 years ago. A lot of Autosleepers seem to find the way back to me, and dealers up and down the country always source and say, oh, we've got a nice Autosleeper, taken in part exchange, I know who will buy that. So I've got a lot of contacts in the industry. Yeah, so this one just ran out of MOT a couple of weeks ago. It came in stock. We took it to our garage that doesn't do the MOTs. He's an ex-MOT inspector. So I said, go right through it, do anything you find you feel, and present it for a new MOT. We took it in for an MOT this morning. Hey presto, 12 months MOT, not a single advisory. What did he do? See if I can remember. 4 new tyres. He said there was a couple of cracking, one showing a little bit of wear. We weren't going to put 3 tyres on, so we put your 4 new tyres on. A couple of shocker bushes at the bottom at the back. Half an exhaust, so from the midsection back, it's had a new exhaust. There was a couple of, was there a track rod end, couple of side light bulbs and something silly. So yeah, so took it in and it's now got the new MOT. Also last week at the habitation service, and it's passed out and everything is working. So it's got service stamped up till 2018 when I supplied it. The last owner said he was taking it to a friend because they're so easy to work on, the transit smiley front, so he's been having it serviced, so we haven't got any document issue as such. However, next week when it's on service, we've got a timing belt arriving on Monday. We're filming today on Friday, so they're out of stock, but they've got air filter, oil filter, of course we've got the oil in stock, so it'll be having a full engine service including a new timing belt before the auction ends. That way I can give you a 3-month total warranty on the whole vehicle, and then when I've done the timing belt, I'm confident I'll give you 6 months warranty on the engine and gearbox. Now also with this, we've got, well, this goodies. Dometic Rally 3, I don't understand all this, so I've done plenty of pictures. By the way, if you look under the video, the link will be there to the eBay auction. As always, standard rules, on reserve, on sale, no reserve. The winning bidder buys. I won't be selling it out of the auction. So this is all included. Dometic Rally 390 footprint. Dometic Rally Air Pro 390 DA. I assume that's a floor mat. You've got a bag of loads of accessories there. A Dometic, that's some sort of pump, so that must be for the awning. And this looks like brand new. It doesn't look like it might have been used once. A Dometic Rally Air Pro 390 DA drive-away awning. So again, all that's included. You've got a fold-up outside table. Of course, you've got the table inside, and he's left you a 6 kilogram propane bottle inside here. But as I say, Steve from ST Caravan Service has already replaced the hose and regulator. What else? He's left you the electric. I'm struggling with the key there. He's left you the electric cable, so that's all good. Bodywork. I'm going to give this a strong 8.5 out of 10. So it'd come in, he'd not used it so much the last couple of years. All we did was give it a wash and a polish, and hey presto, it's come in. All the usual bits, the arches are okay, tops of the doors, coming down the passenger side, fuel cap there for your diesel, vents there for your fridge. You've got an outside light and that works, it's all been tested. Fiorma F45, and I've had that wound out and that's all good. You've got a 2 bike rack here, so that you've got all the attachments here and you can put 2 bikes on there. You've got a large cupboard there and that will store in. At the moment it's got the cable for the mains, and you've got levelling ramps, you've got the jack brace. Oh, clip that back in. That needs putting that there, so we'll put that in there, and that's all clipped in situation. We've got the Autosleeper standard chrome ladders to the roof. We've been on the roof and everything looks nice. Incidentally, it's had the later roof vents fitted. We suspect, because this was done before I last sold it in 2017 or 2018, 7 years ago, it had a small leak on one of the vents, so he's put a new roof panel on. Very nice job. A lot of you wouldn't notice, but with my beady eyes, I know what an Autosleeper should look like and not. But I'll take you in and show you that. And we noticed that they've all been resealed to a very good standard. On here we've got our standard Thetford toilet. So we just pull that down there, cassette, and there's for your flush. Chemicals there, pink for the stink and blue for the loo, the old Caravanner's Rhine. Yeah, the rear is okay, no damage as such. This is in very nice condition. We also put your new set of wheel trims on. There was a couple of cracks on there, so it seems silly. We put a new set of tyres on, so you've got a new set of wheel trims on. Freshwater inlet here. Mains here for your 240 volt, and as I say, the cable for that is included. Carver cascade, that was one thing that the habitation man picked up. The flame was not very good, not igniting first time every time to heat your hot water on gas, so it's had a new burner unit. Yeah, very nice. Have a quick look under the bonnet. Standard Mark V Transit. We call them the smiley front because this front looks like a little smile back in the day. And there you've got the standard 2.5 turbo diesel, leisure battery, engine battery. No, it's all presentable. You know what? We'll get Dennis up for a flyover and then we'll go for a drive. Go for it, Dennis. Drive time. Seatbelt on. Let's start the old girl. Is she going to start? Of course she's going to start. Yeah, these engines were indestructible. Well, they still are. They're still going strong all the way around the world. I've said it many times, by today's standard they're a little bit slow, by today's standard a little bit noisy, but they do the job remarkably well. 2.5 turbo diesel, oil and air filter regularly and a timing belt, and it'll never trouble you. In fact, even if you snap a timing belt and forget about changing, it's not a destructive. I think it can just possibly bend if you're unlucky, a couple of push rods on the top of the engine, but it doesn't destroy the engine. I used to have a fleet of these in the day when they were nearly new. I had a company called Valentine Van Hire and they were just so reliable. Just going a bit dark now, so I'm checking I've got my lights on. So yeah, it passed its MOT this morning. It had the habitation last week. Next week we'll be putting the oil and air filter and the new timing belt on it. So I'll be happy to put my name to it, and as always I'll deliver it anywhere in the United Kingdom. If you want the delivery option, most people take that option. All I ask is a £500 deposit. I personally will drive it. Before they arrive, I'll send you a couple more videos on WhatsApp showing you how things work and operate. Then you've always got a permanent copy in your phone. And if everything's successful, it's never gone wrong yet, I will get the train back. All I ask is a £100 voluntary contribution, and that's just to cover the fuel and the train fare back. But if you don't want to do that, you can come and view at Campanerd HQ, L48JG, viewing Monday to Friday, and then if you're in the winning bidder, you can come and collect it and you don't have to pay for delivery. That's completely up to you. Oh, we watch this tractor coming out with a high forklift. Yeah, we're safe. So we'll just come around the bend here now, and then we can open it up to national speed limit. Okay, accelerating nicely there in third gear to 35. Fourth gear, steering wheel dead center, brakes are operating fine. Yep. We're just 45, 50 in fourth, 55, top gear, and there we are. We're just approaching national speed limit 60. Perfectly fine. Yeah, this will cruise still to this day at 60 mile an hour all day long. So yeah, there you have the driving section. Everything's fine. We've got electric windows. I don't know whether you get central locking on this model. No, no central locking. So you've got power steering, electric windows, and that's your lot. Oh, we've got a radio CD player and a clock and a cup holder. So I'll take over the camera and we'll show you inside. Yeah, I did say it drove nicely always. I do like driving an old Transit. Be very careful about saying, I've had a Facebook fan for saying, oh, I picked up an old tranny yesterday, and the algorithm of Facebook can suggest old tranny means, oh, the world that we live in. Anyway, it's an old Transit. Yeah, so this has just arrived. Autosleeper Topaz, 2008. Last lady, 5 owners, last lady's had it 10 years, 28,000 miles, full service history. In all its history, it's had the first advisory 6 months ago for front discs, slightly pitted, probably due to lack of use, the lady not using it much last year. So what I've ordered as always, they take a bit to process these vehicles. I like them to be right. So I've got you a new set of discs. It's going in for a new set of discs. We'll put pads in at the same time, and then it will have a quick look inside with the camera. It will have then a new MOT advisory free for the new owner. Beautiful. And automatic, very rare automatic. I've got an 06 due in as well that's a manual. I've got an 06 around there that's also a manual, but the automatics are super rare to get hold of. Yes, the habitation man, he went right through it. He said, has this had a recent habitation service? I said, well, the lady had a service every year by Spinney Motorhomes. And he said, yeah, the gas hose and regulator was in date. So he's passed it out. Everything is working. So he's given a new habitation certificate. The only thing he noted was the carbon monoxide test was out of date. So, hey presto, there's a new carbon monoxide, so that'll be getting fitted, and then it's absolutely perfect for the new owner. So yeah, the Topaz, well known. I'm a particular fan because they are camper van size, but look at that. With it being the long wheelbase, it's got the shower, the wet room. We have slide out doors here for privacy. And we've got a drop down sink there, hot and cold water, and we've got a full toilet. How nice is that? So that's why the Topazes are particularly rare, because people keep them for a long time in their ownership. So that's a nice one that's just arrived. So yeah, I'll take over the camera now and we'll take you inside of this Amethyst. So, stepping inside. We do like an old Autosleeper, don't we? Look at that. Fabulous. So the Amethyst has got the side dinette here and the 2 forward facing seat belts, as you can clearly see there. Last owners put a TV in it. I've switched it on. I can get it to say DVD, so it is powering on, but it needs an aerial, and there's no reason why it shouldn't work, but that's not guaranteed. That's a Brucey bonus if it works. You just need an aerial lead from there to the back of there, but it has got a DVD controller in the back. Let's put some lights on and power. There we go. That's better. Yeah, so as I say, everything's been checked over. It's had the habitation service and everything works as it should do. Gas hose and regulator's been changed, of course. So it's getting a new it's not getting, it has got a new habitation certificate. All clean and presentable. So above you've got the double bed. You've even got this panel here. and that will slide over there, clip into there, 2 clips there and there, and then you can remove this, so you've got extra height there and you've got a panel there just for storage. Or of course you can have it like that and you've got the double bed arrangement. But yeah, it's really nice. All the original Autosleeper curtains, all matching of course. Rafts of paperwork. So as I say, I supplied it to the last owner in 2018, 7 years ago. And you know me, buttons and bezels. We actually put brand new gold buttons and bezels when they were in stock at Autosleeper. They're not in stock now, so we're on to the later chrome type. But it's still got the ones that I put 7 years ago. And they are in lovely condition. So there's no problem there. Wardrobe, mains electric. If you're plugged in on mains, you can heat the hot water there. If you're on gas, you can select this button here and switch it on gas. You've got the heater there. That works on gas or electric. Wardrobe. Spotless throughout, really is. Hot and cold water. Underneath storage space. I think, yeah, you've got a place there for your knives and forks, cutlery, etc. Look at it. How clean that is. 4 burner gas hob, all working. Grill, again, completely spotless. Just pop that neatly back in there, that's better. And we've got the oven. 3-way fridge, and again, everything working on the mains, the 12 volt and the gas operation if you're wild camping. Again, all nice and clean. Extra storage, and in here you've got access to the gas bottle, so you can access the gas bottle from the inside or the outside panel. Extra little cupboard there. And yeah, top secret. I knew there was a little secret. I don't know what this was about, but anyway, there's another little cupboard there behind the seat. So previously, this happened previous on the, when I supplied it, it had a different roof panel. So we assume, because it's got the later style roof fence here, if you can see that, that's the later style one. So is that one. And so is the one in the bathroom. So I can only assume, see there, I can only assume when we supplied it to the last owner previous, it had a leak on here somehow. It seems coincident this was changed. So it's just had a roof panel change, and if you can just see a slight difference there, not a lot of people would not notice that and recognise it, but I can see that. So that's just a thing to note. But again, all dry, it's all been tested, it's been out in the rain, and we've put a meter over it, over everywhere, and it's all fine. The only thing that might have been from the previous, it's just a little bit black in there. Now, as this is wood, it wouldn't take much of a joiner, or I don't know, to splice a bit in there, or even just sandpaper that down. But everything's nice and fresh. All the cupboards working as you would expect. There's some more electrics there. I'm not sure whether that's for the TV. Let's see what we can get. Switch on there, power on. No, I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, we've got a green light. But it does say there's a DVD player, so there must be access to a DVD. Ah, there it is. There's the slot on the side for a DVD. So you can use DVDs, or you can get yourself an aerial adapter, and you've got a bonus of a TV system there. All important wine cabinet, or non-alcoholic beverages, depending on what you want. In fact, there's a non-alcoholic beverage there. I remember Macon said that all important wine cabinet, and I got a comment on one of my videos, how dare you for us non-drinkers? So let's be inclusive. You can put orange or lemonade in there, you don't have to put wine. I know what I'll be putting in, whiskey. That's to put all your cups and saucers. Notice on here, now this has just popped out there. We'll see if we can put a clip on there. Well, if you slip that on, that gives you extra USB and it tells you the voltage of the leisure battery. Not sure what those two connectors are, but that gives you a USB feed from there. Fire extinguisher, control panel. That button operates the outside light and it's working, and it's had a later 240 volt light, so that one will only work off 240 when you're plugged in on mains, which I am now, and there's the button for it. And if you're lazy or you sat down and you don't want to switch all the lights off, you've got an override here, so you can switch the whole lot off. You can see all the lights on and off from that switch. I tell you that because the amount of people it's hidden behind that, kids can mess, have that in the off position. This can be hidden behind the curtain and you can't get any lights to work. And 9 times out of 10, it's just that button there. So just something to note. You've got another TV socket there and a 12 volt supply for the leisure battery. And you've also got a main supply there. Main socket, another main socket on the floor there. The battery on the, what was the two things he picked up on the leisure, on the habitation service? The Carver gas burner, so he's put your new gas burner on to heat the hot water on gas, and the leisure battery was weak, so he's put you a brand new leisure battery on. So yeah, it's all set. Show you in the wet room, all nice and clean. Put the light on, drop down sink. All working, of course. Shower, blind, toilet nice and clean. Underneath that mat, yeah, all nice and clean, no marks or cracks in the shower tray. A couple of shower curtains there as well. Yeah, all in all, very presentable when you think it's 97, is it? So it's 20, what does that make? 25 years old. 2000 is 2000, so it's 27, 28 years old. This, it's absolutely incredible. Typical of an Autosleeper monocoque body. So yeah, that's a Brucey bonus. All these accessories. It looks like an extra. If you're on a campsite, you can put an extra lead on it. Fold-up table, and this must be worth a small fortune. Dometic Rally, looks like brand new. Looks like it's never been used. Dometic Rally Air Pro 390. Drive away awning. Dometic, that's a pump to blow it up. Extra legs. There's a bag of accessories in there. I don't know what it is, but you're welcome to it. Dometic Rally 390 footprint. Don't know what that is. Again, Dometic. That'll be a floor mat. Dometic Rally Air Pro 390 DA. Not sure exactly what that is, but you're welcome to all those accessories. So just to recap, it's a P-Reg. It's just past its MOT. No advisories after 4 new tyres. There was a couple of bushes on the shocker, an exhaust from the halfway point all the way back, new exhaust. There was something else, there was a track red end and something else, I think a couple of side light bulbs, but yeah, all in all, it's great. So, of course, next week when it's on auction, you'll be having the oil and air filter changed, the oil, of course, and you'll also have a new timing belt. And then it's worry-free for both of us. So I'll be including a total of 3 months warranty on everything and 6 months on the engine and box after the full service and timing belt is carried on. So on sale with no reserve, my usual terms. I won't sell it out of the auction, it'll just go on, and the winning bidder can, if they want to pay a £500 deposit, my usual terms, I'm happy to deliver this personally and get the train back from anywhere in the United Kingdom, or you're more than welcome to come and view it at Camper Nerd HQ, which is L48JG. And we're open Monday to Friday for viewing, 9 AM till 3 PM. Outside of those hours, just drop me a WhatsApp is the best, WhatsApp or text or phone call, and I'll see if I can meet you here. Not necessarily always, but as I say, I'll do my best. But guaranteed 9 AM till 3 PM, Monday to Friday viewing. That's about it, folks. As I say, that beautiful Topaz has just arrived. The low mileage, automatic, last lady for 10 years. I'll catch you on that next video. What have we got due in? We've got an Autosleeper Clubman, same on a P-Reg, that I also sold to the last owner. They always seem to come back to the fold. And there's a few other Autosleepers in the line. So good luck with your bidding, and I'll catch you on that next video.